What's up, everybody? Landon from Three Man Rush here. Seen a lot of Justin Fields talk online. I've kind of participated in some of it. Just want to give my 2 cents here because it's a lot to unpack. First off, when it comes to the player, I see a lot of the Ohio State stuff going around. You scout the player, not the program. You scout who he is as an individual, his traits, and how that basically fits into what you want to do offensively, fits into the culture of your locker room, all that stuff. Has nothing to do with what color jersey he wears or what logo is on his helmet. Secondly, when it comes to Fields, we see the bust stuff. We see, he's inaccurate and all that stuff. And while some of this is true, it doesn't necessarily, take any blame away from him. He has issues with his base, his footwork, stuff he needs to work on. But we need to ask ourselves what has caused these issues here, because he's going into year 2, and he's probably in one of the worst situations I can remember a young quarterback being in, especially out of that class. It's pretty rough. So the offensive scheme basically is taking away from what makes him a special prospect. You're not designing runs for him. You're not getting him out on the move enough. You're not basically building around him. And while you're waiting for those pocket skills to develop as a passer, you have to play into his strengths now. It's breaking the confidence of this kid. You can see he's just getting beat up constantly. The pressure's bad. The weapons are bad. He doesn't trust what he sees, and it's affecting his mind. It's speeding everything up, and that makes things even worse for a young guy like that. He's 23 years old. You have to play around his strengths, and I don't know what the issue is and why the Bears aren't doing that. They're trying to fit a square peg into a round hole right now. And that's one of the worst things you can do for a quarterback, is try to have him adjust to your scheme as opposed to your scheme adjusting to his strengths. That's the issue at hand here for me. That's just my 2 cents. I'm not saying I'm 100% right. Obviously, I don't know everything. I'm not in the locker room. I'm not in the NFL, honestly. But at the same time, that's just kind of what I see. I just wanted to put my 2 cents out there. Hopefully it clarifies some of the issues and statements that, I've put out if you had trouble understanding. But this is where I stand.